Welcome back to another edition of Components Breakdown. Today we're going to give everyone a very special look at Space Hulk. Now there have been a lot of videos on the internet and a lot of pictures of this game. Today we're going to differentiate that by showing you all the components that come in the game, professionally painted, and with the Battle Foam insert that can be purchased from battlefoam.com. With that, let's go ahead and open up the box top and show you exactly what I paid for on this game. So before we actually get into the box and look at the inserts, I use a plain old box. There is room in the box if I wanted to, but I'm so organized that I just can't get past the fact that I like having extra storage for stuff. So let's look at the components first and then we'll get into the miniatures. There's several door stands. The door stands come in a flat paint, black. These two have been painted though on the top side. Again, this was done by a professional painter. There's several flame marks, doors. This is what a door looks like when it's actually on its pedestal. There's a time marker, several bone dice. Underneath the bone dice you have guard tokens. You have ladders both up and down. Several blip markers with values of 1 through 3. Overwatch. You got all of your command tokens for your Space Marines, your psi powers, your controlled areas for the Marines, and the last one are your Genestealer entry areas. Now all of these, every component in Space Hulk comes with really thick cardboard. And all of it is a high gloss, so you can see the sheen right there on them. Great components. This is one of the games that has arguably some of the best components in the business by far. So with that, let's actually open up the box top and show you the good stuff. So with the box top open now, you see the Battle Foam insert that's inside. As you can see, there is a small lip on the top. It's about a 1/4 inch overhang on this, which makes the box lid raise up just a little bit. There have been some complaints online about this. I have not had any issues with it. I think the ability to store miniatures in this capacity far outweighs the fact that the box lid doesn't fit perfectly on top. It does lay flat, it just doesn't fit flush. So looking down in it, you see that Battle Foam has done a very good job about making sure that all the Space Marines fit perfectly, as well as all the Genestealers. They did a really good job of being able to fit all of the miniatures that come with the game into the allotted space. And in a moment we'll actually take all these miniatures out and show them to you in a little more detail. But lifting this out, there is a second insert in the bottom that can be purchased from Battle Foam as well. We'll get to that in one moment. It comes with a rule book, full color, gloss rule book of course, a display board, which is basically a mission board for the Space Marines. Again, thick cardboard, high gloss. Great stuff. And also, as a quick notice, you'll notice if I tilt it just right, there is embossing on all of these different, if you can see it right there on the wings, all of these things are embossed. Everything on the board is embossed. Feels great. Same with all of the components as well. There is a large mission book, full color. And then looking down, you see that the bottom part of the Battle Foam tray is divided into 2 spots. Within these you can store all the corridors, all the room tiles for the game. And again, we're going to pull one of these out. And again, most people have already seen this, but you can tell that they are embossed and that they are high gloss, just from that sheen and the light above. And then again, all of them are really thick cardboard for the entire game. So with that, let's just set up a quick room and pull out all the Genestealers and all the Space Marines and show you what they look like when they're professionally painted. And here we are with almost all of the Space Hulk miniatures professionally painted. Now I have not put all the Genestealers out just because I made a smaller board here, but they all are professionally painted. And they all look fabulous. It was done by a local artist in my area. She entered the contest this year at Gen Con 2010 and won grand prize on one of her entries, so she's an exceptional painter. We're going to go in here and take a brief look at all of them as best we can. Now, I'm not going to tell everyone how much I paid for it because that's just not right, but I would suggest if you guys have the capability to paint them, it adds a lot of mood to the game. I mean, look at that. That's just awesome. This is great stuff. This is why I make these kind of videos, because this is the kind of stuff that really entices me. The stuff that I really enjoy. Great components. I mean, these miniatures were already fabulous before being painted. But being painted to this kind of quality just makes the game pop. And all those people that like good components, they're going to understand what I'm talking about. Look at that guy. That's so awesome. And I'll try to spend as much time as I can on each of them without boring everybody to death. And that's the Broodlord right there. She just did a fabulous job on all these. And I couldn't have been happier when she finished them. The funny thing is, she was afraid that I wasn't going to like them. She was like, I didn't put a whole lot of time into them, and I hope you really enjoy them. And I was like, are you serious? This is like the best paint job I think I've ever seen. And I wasn't just saying that either. It really is phenomenal. You have to see these close up to really appreciate them. So the game itself, it's a two-player game. It came out in very limited quantity. It only went to one print run, and I believe they're only doing that single print run of the game. So if you guys can still find it in your local game stores, I would highly suggest getting it, just because it is a collector's item at this point. And if you have the means to get them all professionally painted, I would suggest that as well, because it just adds a huge dimension to the game that's not there when you're playing with just the blue and the red miniatures. So if anyone else would like to take a look at these, would like pictures of any of them, just ask and I can take some HD pictures of them and forward them to you. But anyway, I'll stop there, and I hope everyone had a good look at Spacehawk with all the miniatures professionally painted. Thanks again for watching.